Assistant Professor Physics in Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde College, Srigonda, Ahmednagar. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is magnetism. Chapter number 4, magnetism, related to TYBSc Solid State Physics. In that, initially we will see what is the origin of magnetism and few of the terms related to magnetic materials properties. Let's see what is the origin of magnetism. The term magnets or magnetic materials always fascinate us since our childhood. Then how this magnetism originates? And the reason behind this lies in the atomic structure. When we consider a current carrying wire, then what will happen when we apply a potential difference to a given wire, then current will start to move from one terminal to the another terminal, and this is nothing but the motion of electrons in it. It means that when there is motion of electrons, then there is a generation of current, and when we see or look a current carrying wire, then there is always associated a magnetic field with it, and this is nothing but a magnetism related to or induced due to the electricity. When we see the structure of an atom, then what will happen? In case of atom, there is one nucleus which is having positive charge, and the electrons are revolving around it in a circular orbit. And when we consider this electron, then this electron will have two types of motions. One, it will rotate about the nucleus in a circular orbit, and that motion is called as orbital motion or orbital motion. And another motion of electron is that it will move or it will rotate about its own axis. It means that this electron is not stable, but it is having two types of motions. It is in motion. One motion is due to the its rotation about the nucleus, positively charged nucleus, and another is spin motion, which is due to spinning of it about its own axis, and hence this electron is in motion. And just now in case of conductor, we have seen that when electron is in motion, then it will generate a charge, and when charge is flowing, then this charge is always associated with a magnetic field. Hence, each and every atom will have its own magnetic field. But in normal state, what will happen? This orbital motion of electron and spin motion of electron will get cancelled. And because of that, there will not be any observance of magnetic field. And when we consider such a two type of charges which are separated by distance, then this is called as dipole. That is a positive charge and a negative charge, they are separated by a distance, then this is not called as dipole, and hence this is nothing but the formation of dipoles. And in case of normal state, these dipoles are randomly oriented and they will get cancelled out. Hence, there will not be any observance of magnetic field in absence of external magnetic field. But when we apply the external magnetic field to this atom, then there will be alignment of this magnetic dipole moments in the direction of applied magnetic field or in the opposite direction of it, and there will be different types of magnetic materials based on their response to the external magnetic field. Now, thus in this we have covered the point, that is origin of magnetism. That is, it is due to the positively charged nucleus and negatively charged electrons which are located in a atom, and this electron will have orbital motion and spin motion, and due to the motion of electron there will be presence of charge or the charge, and this charge will give rise to magnetic field. Now we will see the properties of the magnetic materials. In order to understand the various types of magnetic materials, one should know few of the properties related to it. And first property is magnetic induction or magnetic density. In that, first property is magnetic density. It is also called as magnetic induction, and it is denoted with capital B. When we consider a magnetic material and when we applied external magnetic field H to it, then magnetic line of flux will try to penetrate through the material. And when we consider the line of flux, number of line of flux passing through the material per unit area, then it will give rise to our magnetic induction B. What is magnetic induction? When we consider a magnetic material and when we try to apply a magnetic field to it, then magnetic line of flux will try to penetrate through it. When we calculate this magnetic line of flux per unit area, then this gives rise to magnetic induction B. It is nothing but the response to the applied magnetic field, and this magnetic induction is measured in the unit of magnetic induction, or unit of B is Weber per meter square. It is also called as Tesla. Unit of magnetic density or magnetic induction is Weber per meter square or Tesla. Now we will move towards our second term, and that second term is nothing but magnetic intensity or intensity of magnetization. It is denoted with letter either capital I or capital M. Intensity of magnetization is denoted with letter capital I or capital M. In general, capital M is used to denote intensity of magnetization. Then what is intensity of magnetization? When we consider a magnetic material and when we apply external magnetic field H to it, then what will happen? Due to this external magnetic field, this material will start to magnetize. It means that it will start to create the magnetic dipole moments in it. When we measure the number of magnetic moments per unit volume, or the magnetization produced per unit volume, then it is called as intensity of magnetization. What is intensity of magnetization? Magnetization produced per unit volume, or number of dipole moments created per unit volume is called as intensity of magnetization. As here I is directly proportional to M, Many times I is denoted with M and its unit is ampere per meter square. Unit of I of intensity of magnetization is ampere per meter. So students, we have covered the point magnetic density or magnetic induction B. It is nothing but the magnetic line of flux per unit area and its unit is Weber per meter square or Tesla. The second term is intensity of magnetization. It is denoted with letter I. Most of the times it is represented by capital M. It is nothing but the strength of magnetization. That is, when we applied magnetic field, material get magnetized. This magnetization produced or the magnetic dipole moments produced per unit volume is nothing but intensity of magnetization and its unit is ampere per meter. So students, in our today's lecture we have covered 3 points, that is how the magnetism is originate and then two of the properties of magnetic materials, that is magnetic induction B and second one is intensity of magnetization. In our next lecture we will see two most important properties related to magnetic materials and these are magnetic susceptibility chi and second one is relative permeability. Thank you.